Animals are something that have always been important to me, and I was brought up, you might not be surprised to hear, with a lot of ducks on the kitchen floor. And one of my favourite stories from my childhood is my parents kept all of these ducks on the kitchen floor. I used to sit with them on my high chair, bouncing them up and down, these poor ducks. And so one day I was sitting underneath our kitchen table. My dad was having a meeting, and my mum, I heard a screech of tyres, and my mum ran into the kitchen and said, Anthony, I've killed the vicar." At this point, I probably ought to tell you that we had a duck that was called the vicar that was all black with a white collar. And so this poor man that was sitting there, all of the blood drained out of his face. And my mum said, "But the worst thing is, your dad said that we shouldn't waste good meat, we should eat him, but I want to bury him under the H-bowl in the garden." So the dear vicar duck was indeed laid to rest in the garden. But that's just a really, really silly example of how in my life there are all sorts of things that bring me companionship and friendship. So where I am in Walton and Trimley, I moved just over 2 years ago. I'd met my trainee incumbent a couple of times, but other than that I didn't know a soul. And God has continued to go before me to bring people and different things into my life to enrich it. So alongside animals in my garden, there are a lot of new friends that I've met too. There's also a community of Roman Catholic retired sisters in Felixstowe that are also really, really important to me. It's knowing that there are people there that don't require anything of me, that just ask me to be me and support me where I am. So that is one of the ways that God has met me through a very silly story.
Thank you.